I just want to start this off by first saying I would much rather be making a fun piece of entertainment for everyone right now. But the court system has forced my hand. I don't really have a choice, and I feel like the general public should know about what is going on in the DeKalb County, Tennessee court system right now. That being said, about 2 years ago, I caught a man stealing from me. I went to his house. I got the police to get a search warrant within 10 minutes, and I forgave him for stealing thousands of dollars in priceless items from me as his wife stood there crying, and I showed him mercy for stealing 20 things from me. And I think it's very ironic that a person that has stolen is not in jail, and I and a friend may be going to jail for allegedly splashing with jet skis. So this video isn't meant to be slanderous in any way whatsoever. Everything I say is factual. I have the paperwork right in front of me. So on May 12th, 2022, I was on a lake filming a video with some friends, and after we were done filming that video, we went jet skiing. There was not a single other person on the lake. Me and my friend are just riding jet skis how jet skis are meant to be used. We're not getting in close proximity. We're not trying to hit each other. We're not doing anything dangerous. A boat of 4 TWRA officers, which is their version of the DNR, pulls up, but then charges my friend and I for reckless operation.
We're giving you a big break, okay? You are getting charged with reckless operation, and then no butter egg. You gotta have butter egg off.
Which is a Class A misdemeanor in Tennessee. I got the same charge as a DUI. The max penalty for that is a year in jail. This is my first time on a Tennessee lake. This officer was 100% unapologetic for this. There was no suggestion of a warning. So we go to court. I'm assuming that this is gonna be like a speeding ticket. I'm like, all right, we'll just get this taken care of. It's not that big of a deal. A year later, I am still going to court over splashing with a jet ski. And this is what started what I'm about to talk about. The DA, which is the district attorney in charge of prosecuting everyone for the county. He's the one that presses cases and decides which ones are worth their time and what's not. He takes me and my friend John into a dark room. The lights are off in this room with the 2 officers. He sits down at the table across from us. And I remember this so vividly because I could not believe it when I was hearing it. He said, I don't do this often, but I'm going to offer you guys a deal. You have a lot of pull and following on the internet. I know that you could get a lot of people to go to our Boater's Ed class. Make a video inviting people to our Boater's Ed class and we'll drop everything. Now, what if I was someone else who didn't have that? Would they be offered that deal? Or are they just gonna press a charge, all right, go to jail for a year? So they knew who I was because I'd made a video on what happened that day, and they thought that they could get a video out of me. I said, no, I mean, I have sponsors. I can't just make a video on any random subject. This is my business. I say, no, this is unfair. You can't extort my business in exchange for promoting your government agency. He's all offended. He's like, all right, well, it's off the table then or whatever. All right, this is like an episode of CSI now. We walk out of the dark room. John and I go to walk down the hallway to leave, and he says, oh, come back here. My son or this kid that works here, I forget, one of the 2, wants a photo with you. I was nice and took a photo with his son, but why would a government employee, a DA, ever do that? How can you look at someone and tell them to take a photo with your son after you just tried charging them with a year in jail? That just started everyone off on the wrong foot. So I made a video talking about it, and the DA saw this, and he has made it his absolute effort to try to push this through. One day we go into the court for the preliminary hearing. We're the only ones dressed up in suits because we haven't murdered anyone or dealt meth. The judge is sitting up there, and they cross-examine the officers that pulled us over that day. They say, were you wearing body cams? No, we weren't wearing body cams. My lawyer asks the officer that pulled us over, what did you witness them doing? He says, I witnessed them operating their jet skis within 30 yards of each other, which is 90 feet. He then asks, what is the legal operating distance of 2 watercraft between each other? He says, 150 feet. The judge then corrects the TWA officer and says, no, it looks like it's actually 100 feet. So you're telling me that this officer could tell from half a mile away through binoculars that we were within 10 feet of getting a year in jail. Ever since that pretrial, I was waiting for the audio recording. I had my lawyer submit a request. A month goes by. I call, finally, I say, hey, where is our pretrial? I would really like this pretrial. Sorry, we can only give that to your lawyer. So I said, all right, well, he's gonna come pick it up. Sorry, we're having problems with our system. No, he's gonna get it Monday. They're stalling as much as they can for us to not have this. My lawyer drives 2 hours to the courthouse Monday, and he picks up this CD. DeKalb County prelim, State versus Detweiler. We get the CD, and we try it in literally everything. CD.
There's
Nothing. There's nothing.
It's a blank CD.
Yeah, it would be here.
Dude.
Anything was on there will come up.
But what I can't understand is why the CD's blank. They say, oh, we've been having some trouble with our system lately. Okay, well, their system can only burn CDs apparently. I want audio of this pretrial. This literally explains my innocence. My lawyer sends me this letter that he got from the judge. This is so funny. I'm sending you a copy of the audio recording from the preliminary hearing held on February 21st, 2023. This audio is released to you as counsel for the defendant to assist in the defense of the pending case. While I understand that you may need to play this audio recording for your client as part of your preparation, and you may need to share this with the co-defendant's counsel, you are not authorized to disseminate, or distribute this recording to any other persons. And this recording shall not be published in any form on any social media or any media platform. This applies to your client or anyone acting on behalf of or in concert with your client. Should you have any problems with my instructions, you're welcome to contact my office to discuss this with me directly. All right. You want to play that game? They don't want me to have anything to talk about on social media because they know that I'm making videos talking about what's going on in the court. I don't care if their equipment's not updated. Sure, it'd be fine if the CD actually had anything on it. But what's up with the games? Like, I don't get that. And they also send me the letter that says I can't have the pretrial when any other person in any other case would get the pretrial. The poor other kid that's in on this with me is kind of at my mercy because they won't drop it for him. So as long as I don't back down, this other kid faces the same charges as me. So any other person would not be able to afford the legal fees to take something this far, especially with a good lawyer. Let's just say I've hired someone to help take care of this because I would like to. Let's just say that all this could be resolved very quickly, I feel like. So I am now in just over $75,000 in legal fees for this. I'm paying for myself and this other kid to help defend him because he literally operates a cattle farming business. Like really, you picked the absolute worst possible person to fuck with because I don't put up with this. And I see it happen all the time. To protest against courts seeing civilians as vulnerable and weak people that they can take advantage of and to help pay for $75,000 in legal fees. I have made the Jetski t-shirt. Now I hand drew this. I literally whipped it up in 30 seconds on Photoshop. So it says, eliminate him, Jetski bad, ban water, no H2O, jail citizens with boats. Here's my plan. If I could just get 5,000 people to buy this shirt, that's enough to take this to the Supreme Court so that everyone can afford this shirt. I made it cheaper than all the others and is now on monstermax.com. This is not real money in case people think I'm just rolling in the dough. I spent more time on this t-shirt than the DeKalb County Courthouse spends on professionally putting together a court case. Anyways, this is just to help to pay for the court fees. I'm going to mention this to my lawyer. Hopefully we can get some live media coverage for the next court case because I think that'd be really entertaining since they tried hiding the prelim trial from everyone. I think it'd be really entertaining if everyone got to see it happen in real time.